Hello, here's problem module 5, problem C. Says good news, Canon camera has just announced a new digital camera that it claims can take an average of more than 12 photographs per second. Okay, that's the claim. They believe it can take more than an average of more than 12 photographs per second. That's their claim. So now we're in search of the true population mean. Okay, they believe it's 12. The company's announcement states that there is extremely strong evidence the new camera can deliver that what it promises. In a footnote, they indicate that this conclusion is based on a random sample of 100 of the new cameras, which resulted in a mean number of photographs per second of 12.5 and a standard deviation of 1.6. Let's see if we can substantiate their claim. First thing I would do is go to Megastats so we can find the p-values, because that'll give you, first thing is to get the p-value, then you're going to look at your evidence against the p-value. So step one, I'm going to go to, let me remember my information. N is 100, your mean is 12.5, and your standard deviation 1.6 from your sample. And this is going to be a t-test. Okay, so I go to Megastats. I'm going to type in my label. We'll say my label is, what are we dealing with? Photographs. So I can label this photographs. My mean was 12.5. This is from my sample. My standard deviation was a number 1.6, and my M was 100. Okay, that's what my label should look like, something like this. Okay. Now from here, I just go to Megastats, hypothesis test, mean versus hypothesized value, summary input. That's what I'm looking for. Label, mean, standard deviation, N. Click here, highlight here. My guess is 12 because that's the hypothesize. Your alternative is going to be greater than, because you're trying to test whether the sample will provide evidence that it is greater than the mean. So we're going to go greater than, and it's going to be a t-test because it's going to be standard deviation is unknown. Okay, click OK, and this should give me my p-value. My p-value is 0.0012. 0.0012. Now I go back, type in my p-value, 0.0012. Okay, now you have to look at this evidence and weight it against the, I like to say, the normal values, and that's the values they have down here. They don't give you the values, but let me show you where you can look for the values of some evidence, strong evidence. If I go to a PowerPoint presentation, and on the PowerPoint presentation, this is for week 5, go to slide 18. Okay, slide 18, week 5. Here, notice it has, if the p-value for testing the null is less than this value, then you have some evidence. So remember, that's important. If p is less than alpha, you reject. If p is less than alpha, you reject. And that's it, what evidence you have to be able to support your claim. So I'm looking at my p-value. My p is 0.0012, right? 0.0012, what's that less than? Is 0.0012 less than 0.1? And let me write it over here. Your normal values are 0.1, 0.5, 0.01, and 0.001. Which value is this less than? Well, 0.001 is less than this. I like to think money. This is like a dime. That's like 50. That's like 50 cents. That's like a penny. That's less than a penny. Well, that's like less than a penny, right? So it's definitely smaller than this, this, and this, but it's not smaller than this. So the highest level we can reject at is 0.01, which means at 0.01, if I go back to the PowerPoint, 0.01 is very strong evidence. So now I go back to my slide. It's going to be very strong evidence, and that's it. Any other questions? Please let me know. Thanks.